Good evening, Jessica Van Vonderen with ABC News. The flooded North Queensland city of Townsville is on high alert. Authorities have dramatically escalated their warnings with another rain peak expected tonight. As we go to air, the city's Ross River Dam is at over 200% capacity. It's never been so full. About 100 homes in low-lying areas have been evacuated. Residents are doing what they can to protect their properties. 36,000 sandbags were handed out yesterday alone. Swift water teams have performed 38 rescues. But as Allyson reports, worse may yet be to come, with warnings thousands of homes could be flooded over the next few days.
Houses submerged in floodwater, forcing residents to flee. Townsville streets now rivers.
Downstairs is gone. We got fridges floating, freezers floating.
Yeah, every house is under pretty much down there, and it's getting worse down that end as well.
A bit wild up here at the moment. It's water everywhere.
In Rosslea, residents grabbed what they could, the water rising with little warning.
Yeah, just woke up and it was lapping at the doors.
Some were in search of dry ground, while others embraced the wet, a helping hand never far away, with strangers opening their homes.
I saw these guys on the side of the road and can't not help them.
Hundreds of homes have been evacuated, with emergency crews assisting 80 people last night.
And the whole region's in trouble at the moment, so it's been very hectic. We've got a lot of support from Brisbane being sent up.
This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this in Townsville. It's definitely an eye-opener.
The monsoonal rain unrelenting as rivers continue to swell.
This is unprecedented. This is uncharted.
We've probably got 300 houses that have been affected by the floodwaters at the moment. With the current mapping in front of us, we're probably going to move to 400 to 500 tonight.
The Ross River Dam is now more than 200% full. The open floodgates creating a spectacle for sightseers and much-needed storage space.
With those outflows, that has given us a bit of spare capacity now in terms of the flood mitigation that the dam can provide.
Spilling from the dam into suburbs, the volumes of water are extreme. Street after street evacuated in Anoonba.
My kids have already left and they're a bit worried, so I've got to be with them.
Every act of kindness helps.
We're just supposed to be retrieving a couple of friends of ours who have been stuck in this floodwater, but, just helping whoever's around.
And community spirit is in full force. These volunteers are filling sandbags for anyone in need.
We're pretty dry where we are, so trying to help out.
Well, it's hard to believe when you've got scenes like this, but just a week ago, Townsville was on severe water restrictions. Now, flooding everywhere, an unprecedented weather event that many residents here would never have seen before. Authorities are warning more flooding is to come.
If it continues tomorrow and the next day, we could be up towards the 10,000, towards the 20,000.
Many more homes at risk.
Live to reporter Allyson in Townsville. Al, all predictions point to tonight as the peak rain period. How is the city preparing?
Well, Jess, all afternoon the Army and the SES have been door-knocking these low-lying areas. And as the hours tick by tonight, more and more suburbs are being added onto the danger list. Now, if we have a look at some of the vision that's been coming out today, this is of the Army even getting themselves into a bit of trouble. It really just gives an indication of how dangerous some of these floodwaters are. Quite remarkable scenes. And it will be quite a nervous night for many here in Townsville as the bulk of that rain is expected. We know that all emergency services will be out and monitoring the situation in case those urgent evacuations are needed.
And Allyson, the council has already opened the floodgates on the Ross River Dam. Can they open them even further?
Jess, the short answer is yes, and it is quite a possibility that that will happen. The floodgates were opened further about an hour and a half ago, and how's this for a figure of how much water is rushing out of there? 1,000 cubic metres per second. Just let that sink in. 1,000 cubic metres. It is truly a phenomenal amount of water, and when you hear a figure like that, it really does bring home why authorities are so concerned about these areas downstream.
Yes, incredible. Allyson, thank you and take care.